Yep. Hi guys. Today I have Ryan here, and just now we had a bit of a short conversation first, and he happened to own an FK8 for how long? 2.5 years. You just sold it.
Wrong timing.
So, what was the reason that you sold it?
Because of work, I haven't been driving much. One. Number two, also looking into something else. Probably in the near future. Maybe a Beamers. I've been a big fan of Beamers.
Okay.
One possible option that I'm thinking of is a bit of a long shot, but could make it work, RS3.
Oh, alright.
That's quite enticing to me. Pretty much I like the cars where they're fast, they're fun to drive, but you can pretty much still live with them on a daily basis.
What do you do for this?
I work in an airline.
Okay.
I'm a pilot, so pretty much my commute, I don't really use the toy car, but weekends or even whenever, my off days or whatever, I'll travel around with the FK8.
So you're looking at M.
M is something that I've always liked. Never got the experience to go and try it out because my family has always been more biased towards Benz. I've had my fair share of experience with Benz, but having test driven Beamers here and there, I feel like I can connect better with the car. It's more my type of car. I'm not a big fan of the hybrids, the EVs, whatever. To daily drive, like say Volvos and everything, I love them. To daily drive to work up and down, but if you say for weekend drive, to me I still need a big displacement, 6-cylinder, 5-cylinder car. It's different lah. Even the older ones, like if we talk about the E92 M3s or whatever, of course by today's standards they're slow, but the feel that the car can give you, nothing from the modern day now can give you that type of sensation. It's a dying breed, those type of cars. The current gen of 45, I got to drive them. It's crazy. For 2 litre to push out 400 over horses, it's crazy. It's just that it doesn't feel that emotional anymore.
Okay.
Now it's just a bit muted. It feels like it's just wired up to just give you 101% of performance. Even if we talk about brands like Lotus, from making pretty much a street legal go-kart to shifting towards fully EV right now. Times have changed.
And no choice for the first time, let's say a car enthusiast, the whole journey, you play BDM, then you play quality, then you go to Porsche, if life treats you well, then Ferrari. After you've tried all this, right, then only you thought, what else is out there? Then you go and get a Lotus. You always have this joke that there are so many M owners out there, it's because they haven't afford Porsche yet. And eventually, for Porsche owners who are in search of even purer driving characteristics, they upgrade to Lotus by paying less, but they upgrade to Lotus. That's the saying. You thought of like spending, let's say, high 200s or close to 300s to get a 997 Porsche, 3.8 NA, 80 sound.
I would say for me, if I get a Porsche, I actually would get cars like the Cayman.
Okay.
Something mid-engine, smaller. If I'm talking about out and out sports cars, I like the cars that are small. Power doesn't have to be too crazy. Just something that you can really trash around.
So if Cayman, then might as well Boxster. So who got you into cars?
My father was a car person, so pretty much it started from there. And I was a kid. He was into JDMs at that time, so he had a FC RX-7. Which was fully stock. 993.
Nice!
He had a 993. Him and my godfather, they were into the RX, they were into the Skylines, pretty much those type of cars. Then after that, unfortunately my godfather passed away in a car accident. Then after that, my father sort of shifted away from the JDMs. There was a few sleeper cars in between, like the older Volvos, the C70s, the S40 T5s from like the late 90s. He's had a Passat station wagon, the R36.
Oh, okay.
That was a very interesting car. He was into those cars for a period of time, and then after that he started going into Lotus. So for me, I'm quite close to him even to this day. We still talk about cars pretty much almost day in, day out. It was interesting to see even his personal interest in cars, how the progression from what type of cars he likes compared to now. And now he's overseas. Something interesting about places like those, you get to drive the big CC cars.
Oh yes,
Pretty much to them there, a C63 is a daily driver car that you see on the road. So interesting, you get to see a lot of quirky cars. Few cars that I got to see when you went over there. So pretty much my interest came from that. I started with JDM, even though now in a lot of aspects I've shifted away from JDM, but there have been a lot of cars where in my heart I still want to try. It's because of the childhood attachment, I would say. Yeah, Yaris was enticing to me. It's just that I just never came across the chance to really check one out. Like even up close and everything, never got the chance. But
nice. We also, all of us call it like a 4-month car. Within 4 months, right, you did everything you can with it.
And then you just want something else.
BMW has a learning curve. Porsche has a steep learning curve. Lotus even more. So you can learn and play. So what's your first car when you got your license?
My V.
My V, and then after that?
My V, and then Beza, few local cars, and then now I have a Camry, which is a bit uncle, but
this generation Camry.
The new one is nice. It's surprising. It handles really well.
So your choice will be M4, M2 Tom, RS3, anything else?
Type R.
Roll hard. I have this theory, I say that most of us, after we sort of have our own financial capacity to buy cars, we start at about 25 years old, right? And let's say every car we keep for around 5 years. I'm not saying the regular cars, I'm saying as a car guy, we aim for something, then we manage to buy it, then we pay off the bank. We have 5 years with each car, right?
Yeah.
From 25 to 55, right? You only have 6 opportunities. Don't use up 2 for the same car.
As of right now, I would say the one with the strongest prospect still the M. I was fortunate enough to drive the current M3, the one with the big nostrils.
Alright.
It's crazy, but I really like how the previous gen M3 drives. It feels raw. The way the power comes in, it feels a lot more like a hooligan car. But like for you, because you're an RS owner, would you go Beamer or would you go Audi?
Pure driving car, definitely Beamer.
As an all-rounder, Audi.
Audi for daily is fantastic car. My Saturday drives, I prefer my 6 series. Way lesser power. It's just the way they flow with the road. I love that feeling, between Volkswagen and Audi. Or even new generation Hondas, they grip, sit, right? They grip. Nice, they grip. But you can feel that the car is fighting and gripping. BMW, right? Feel like the car is light on its foot.
And it gives you that little bit of play.
It feels like it's dancing. It doesn't feel like it's gripping, holding. That's the feel that even some people who went to Porsches, 911s, they miss that feel. You get that feel in Camry.
I mean, if we talk about budget aside, one Beamer that I actually really like is Civic.
Oh, hey, it's a good price now. Look at the price. It's already slightly below 400k. From 900 in 2 years, all the way down. And 300 plus, I will get that over M3 body. More options now. Anyway, guys, this car talk is brought to you and sponsored by GlasTec because he's a GlasTec owner. All your cars on GlasTec, right?
Most of them. Even the ones that are not, eventually when the thing comes off, most likely you will go to them.
So he uses GlasTec. So I'm so happy that GlasTec helped me arrange to meet with Ryan. And you have a few words for like your experience with using GlasTec?
GlasTec for me pretty much started during COVID. It was pretty much a downtime for me in the airlines. So during that time I was actually in car sales.
Instead of not having a job, you went to car sales.
So went to car sales, and then GlasTec at that time happened to be one of our banners. Before this, I pretty much had that old-fashioned thinking of tinting is just to block the sun. I didn't believe in the so-called security film. heat rejection, all those. To me, it never really made a difference until I entered car sales. I started really experiencing it with customers' cars and everything, and then for me, that was when like, oh, okay, there is actually a very big difference. So after that, I gradually started to try out their things. So pretty much, I've had Omega, even all the way down to in Sigma. Sigma, I have it on a Bazaar. It actually works quite well. It's not, definitely it's nothing close to Omega. Omega is quite crazy in terms of the performance. But Sigma, when you compare it to most cheap teens out there, you really feel the difference. And it just makes it comfortable. So once you experience the comfort of a properly cooling and functioning tin, you really don't want to go back to any of the cheap stuff that don't really work. So I would say through the experience of that, anytime I buy a car now, I would actually budget for a tin. Once I experienced it, it made a big difference to daily driving. And even though like I fly most of the time, but I still travel up and down at least 70 k's up and down return. So driving on the highway long periods of time up and down to commute made a big difference for me. I really enjoyed it.
Cool. So guys, there you have it. I'm gonna put the details down below if you guys are interested in GlasTec. Last question, are you married?
No, I'm single.
Ooh.
By girlfriend.
I was just about to say, ladies, pilot. Single. Okay. Alright. Really, thank you for taking your time. Just a nice car talk. Nice to talk to you. And guys. So this segment is brought to you again by GlasTec, and Ryan is one of GlasTec's customers. And again, sorry, I'm wearing my mask because I have a little bit of a running flu. And that's about it. Cheers.